Is this the final Linkle level? He said, hopeful that we were reaching some kind of conclusion for some of these stories.
I mean, it's in Ganon's field, so... Or Ganon's tower.
Ganon's Field, the best baseball stadium.
The baseball team's name is the Hyrule Weeaboars.
The Dark Beast, Ganon, had been defeated by Link and his allies. Hyrule Castle was free from the...
Honestly, I would like Ganon and the Ganonites. Like, that's just what the baseball team is.
Zelda and Link set out for the Temple of the Sacred Sword.
Oh, now Ganon in a baseball uniform. That would also be quite attractive.
This surely would bring peace.
And with
back
his
to
hat,
the land.
the jersey, and those
Or
pants,
so
and
they
those
believed.
stupid socks.
But no sooner had Link
That would look
and
nice.
Zelda departed when a new
Hey, oh man,
horde
those
of
stupid
monsters
socks of
approached
yours.
Hyrule Castle. Ganondorf had fallen, and the monsters were left without a leader. But still, they showed no hesitation in attacking innocent Hyruleans. Without Link or
I mean, to
Zelda,
be fair,
or
even
the
when
allies
Ganon was
who
leader, he
had
was
fled
still
from
beating the
the
crap
wars,
out of them.
Hyrule Castle was left quite defenseless. In order to protect the people of the land, Impa gathered together battle-weary soldiers.
This is a lot of
whose
backstory
wounds
for
had made
Linkle
them
happened on another battle again.
This, then, would be their sacrifice for Hyrule. They fought as
I mean, every
valiantly
single
as
introduction for her could be, and then she putzed around in another location. Fight.
Linkle's journey had been plagued by false starts from the moment she left her village. But she had finally arrived.
By
at
this
Hyrule
point, me as the
Castle.
narrator, I have to wonder,
She witnessed
why
the
didn't she
brave
take the
soldiers
bus?
struggling to defeat the attacking monsters. Their courage
She couldn't find it.
kindled her spirit, and Linkle knew that the time had come to fulfill her destiny.
I have no follow-up, you're absolutely
She
correct,
gripped
player.
tightly the compass hanging around her neck and readied herself to save Hyrule. Without another thought, Linkle leapt into the fray amid the hordes of screeching monsters.
Ready to worsen her tinnitus. Alright, Linkle, let's go die. Or whatever that intro was supposed to imply.
Let's go die. Oh yeah, she has a Pizza Jane outfit.
Oh yeah.
Or Errol for you,
Plebes.
not Straw Hat No Wind Waker. I was gonna say for you who didn't see the Wind Waker Let's Play, but yeah, you goddamn plebeians.
God damn it. I need to go back and watch y'all Zelda LPs.
Yeah, I think my favorite thing about that, or at least relating to it, was during the WarioWare. Well, I think it was Gold.
Yes.
It was yeah. You kept making the joke for me of it's still too easy, but you didn't get it, and I'm like, why then? Why? Why would you hijack my joke when you don't even understand it?
I don't know. The fact that I don't understand it is its own joke, I guess. And please never explain it to me.
I won't.
I assume it's like some part of the game that everyone thinks is hard, but you don't. I don't know.
Congratulations, you figured it out. It wasn't that hard to figure out, but it's just the fact that you mentioned it. Like, I don't understand the joke, and I'm like, but then why?
There's a house set 2 smackers. Linkle stars in. Whoops, murders everyone again. Oops, whoops, murdered everyone again. Okay.
Whoops, I killed you again.
I stabbed you in the heart. In a video game.
Oh, Moblin, Moblin.
Oh, Moblin, my Moblin. Oh, that was right in the taint.
I tainted his taint.
Well, at least they can let you play as Impa now.
Linkle's still better.
Yeah. I love that move.
Linkle, her abilities are almost absurd. It's like someone decided, we need guns. Just a lot of guns.
I really want a mod of this game with just straight up Uzis.
I imagine that actually wouldn't be too hard to implement.
Probably not, just gotta replace the models. But the thought of hacking any of my actual consoles terrifies me. Actually, I have a hacked Wii. CJ brought it down. I don't take advantage of it, because I'm a fucking fool who buys physical games.
You're not a fool, it just means that you like buying physical games.
I do.
Having the machine, a hacked machine is like one thing, but sometimes you just want a physical copy of something, and/or, I mean, whatever happens if your emulation machine dies, then what?
True.
Like, it's a good substitute, don't get me wrong, but nothing's gonna beat actually owning the game.
I love collecting games. I've been saying for a while, the next time I get a decent amount of disposable income, I'm going to fucking pull the trigger and buy a copy of Earthbound.
That was one of my own SNES cartridges of it. It being on my SNES Classic, and also owning it on Wii U is just as good. To an extent.
Luckily, it's not one of the super most expensive games. It's like $150 typically, which is, you know, that's a lot. But, you know, that's I've seen more expensive games, for sure.
Yeah, it's not the most expensive game ever, but still, like, we're gonna drop a pretty penny for it.
Yeah.
Although, I have heard some lucky bastards where they go to garage sales, and they're like, oh yeah, I got it for $1.
Yeah, I see that on our game collecting a lot on Reddit.
And I'm like, do you guys live in idiot world or something? Where everything works out for you?
Part of me just is like, I want to say you're lying, but all of you can't be lying.
All of you can't be lying, and also, really, this is what you want to lie about? You can lie about anything, and it's like, hey, I got an old video game for cheap.
Well, you don't have a limit on lies.
Yeah.
It's not you do one, you run out your lie currency.
I know, but it's like, at least aim high with your lies, I guess. Like, don't limit your lies.
My best thrift shop find was I found Super Smash Bros. On Nintendo 64 at a thrift shop for like $20. And they clearly knew what they had, otherwise they would have been charging like $5 for that. Like, that's the thing, like, I think, like, this specific chain of thrift stores I go to, it's called Sunshine Thrift Stores. There's two of them, one down the road in Tampa and one in St. Pete. They're both the same chain, and they both have video games. I'm pretty sure they look on price charting, because one time I found a copy of Earthworm Jim on Genesis. I didn't buy it, kind of wish I did. That was like exactly the same price as the average price for a loose copy on pricecharting.com. So I feel like someone who works there knows what they're doing, unfortunately.
You can't rip them off.
Yeah.
You can't rip us off. We do the ripping off.
You can't rip us off. You're the Band-Aid.
Damn it, I was gonna go there.
Well, I ripped it off too quickly.
So now that Thorn ripped off the Band-Aid off me in the Band-Aid joke race.
Oh, no. Another good thrift. I found a complete copy of Brawl at a Goodwill for $4 once. That was fucking an awesome day.
Yeah, $4 for Brawl is pretty good.
Yeah. I got WWF No Mercy for $5. I got Turok 3 for $8. I got Vice City once. I got Burnout 3 at Goodwill once. I got a Wii balance board. But, like, those you can find at any fucking Goodwill. But I got that plus Wii Fit Plus for under $10. Haven't used it. But, you know, I have it. Final Fantasy X and Chrono Cross for $10 each. I once saw Final Fantasy X at that same thrift store, actually. That's not that's a weird thing about PS2. PS2 is like Bizarro World, where it's like all their JRPGs actually are not that expensive. Unless it's like Suikoden.
Yeah, for some strange reason, a lot of PS2 games don't actually go for much. Or some places just don't even take them. I'm assuming it's something involving the disc is my assumption, but if it's not that, then I have no fucking idea.
Okay, my local music shop is unfortunately shutting down, but like they also have games and what have you, and they just have this huge case of loose game discs, like mostly PS2 and regular Xbox. But like I saw a loose, I managed to buy, like every disc there was $1.
Right.
And I found like a loose copy of Final Fantasy 12 there, got that.
Cool.
Got pretty much every one of the Tony Hawks.
Aw, tight.
And also I saw the loose disc of Final Fantasy X. But I know I don't want to play that, so... Maybe I should have just gotten it anyway, because what do I care?
That's $1.
I am planning to go back, so maybe if it's still there.
Waiting for you.
I think the rarest game I own is Tom, but that's a pretty pricey one. Let me take a double look at our price charting, because I put all of my collection on price charting. In fact, I'll put a link if anybody wants to see what I got, because I like showing it off because I'm a fucking narcissistic prick. It's my price charting collection.
I used to have a copy of Croc Symbol.
A what? Sorry, you
A
cut out.
copy of... I said I used to have a copy of Croc because Gregory House talked about it. He asked if Croc was rare, and I'm like, oh yeah, I used to own that game. I don't think I ever beat it, though.
Alright, apparently price charting fucks with my internet horribly, so I'm gonna have to buzz off of that. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why, like, opening price charting made Discord lag horribly. Technically, the most expensive game I own right now is Fire Emblem Three Houses, but that's because that game came out last week. Other than that, the most, like, valuable game I own, according to price charting, is Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And I think I mentioned that on one of the last streams. I fucking got it! I'm happy about that, because I've been looking for that game for years. Other than that, the most valuable, like, gaming thing I own are the Callie and Marie amiibo, which apparently go for, like, $90 loose, or, like, $130 in the package. I got them when they first came out, so I didn't pay anything close to that.
So you're gonna say, so I didn't pay anything.
We were just giving them away. Yeah, I don't own very many, like, truly valuable or expensive rare games. The only other notable one I have is, like, Metroid Prime Trilogy, which I got for, like, I think it was $30 at GameStop a few years ago. Which I still need to play. Last time I played it, I beat a boss, and then I died before I saved, so I have to beat it again, and I don't want to do that. The game, even though it's fun, it's having a hard time hooking me for some reason. Whoa.
You boys heard that too, then.
Did you fall?
No, that was outside my door. Somebody
Oh,
else
okay.
fell.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's injured, I don't know who.
No, I think it might have been the screen door next to our washer and dryer. Like, our door is right next to it, so it's probably that.
It very much sounded like a chair falling backwards.
Nah, I don't usually... Well, I don't really have the space to lean back in this room to really, like, do that on my chair. Plus, I'm not really confident in this chair to do that. Dakota says, unless you want to die, and I'm like, yeah, pretty much.
King Dodongo again?
Yeah, but he was a special Dodongo. I couldn't kill him yet,
Oh, I see.
but now I can.
Oh, Linkle, you're such a dolt, but you're adorable.
What if I don't want to kill him immediately? What if I want to take my time?
What if I want to kill him sparingly, or breeze my way through it? Take a nice stroll. I mean, yeah, sure, all these knights are laying their life down the line or whatever, but, you know, they're not me.
You're not me.
And I'm a sociopath.
I have problems.
You know, considering the song I'm mentioning is about Seto Kaiba, yeah, pretty much. Remember that fucking I had that song on my iPod, that fucking song from Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie.
No. I thought you were gonna, like, explain what the song actually is, because I'm like, well, that could be any song in that movie, Jacob. I don't actually know.
It's just a butt rock song about Kaiba that plays during a montage when he's, like, getting in his Blue Eyes White airplane and going over to Pegasus's place.
Just trying to imagine the song and the scene you're pitching me. God.
Somebody in chat has to remember that song.
Nothing will replace, like, early English dubs of anything.
I'm pretty sure Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just still dubbed like shit from what I've heard.
Like, I think you mean the part. I don't think they'll ever go back and redub it, because, well, people like it, and, well, who's asking for a redub of Yu-Gi-Oh?
Well, I would like... An uncensored dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be kinda tight.
Okay, yeah, that would be cool. But I would imagine that the hullabaloo of, like, you know, where the rights are and how it was localized over here and stuff, kinda... I don't know how, like, Konami of America or whatever works, or how card games work, but maybe that's why they can't do it.
I love Linkle.
It points up to me. I'm imagining Impa actually said, "Ha!" I'm sure she would.
Yeah, she was, like, sarcastic about it. Yeah, kiddo. Alright. Oh, that's how we ended. They don't even actually see each other.
Damn. The chat slides back in like, hey guys.
There are people who watch it.
Thank you for watching the TheStrawhatNO live.
The Other Hero. That's a good title for that.
Is that really where her story ends? She just keeps chasing after Link and then she beats up with the Dongo and that's it?
It's a living. But that's probably where we're going to call it here. Because there's a whole bunch of other side stories.
Alright.
Yeah, that would take an eternity to get through in one day.
Yeah. See you later.
Oh, what a card.
That's some fucking comedy.